I have an old Toyota Prius that I really like, and it's from 2006. The radio, it's a 6 CD player, and I don't really use it all that much. The radio on the Prius is so antiquated, so I would like to get something that is a little bit more modern, and this is what I came up with, the Carpuride Android unit. And today I'm going to unbox this, and we are going to be installing it on my Toyota Prius. I might also try to install this on my Ford F350. We'll see. But right now I am very interested in using this on my Prius. So let's open it up. If you have an old car, this is probably one of the best things you can do. It makes things so much easier. This is a HD display, 9-inch IPS touchscreen. It's got Bluetooth, USB, TF audio, video, voice controls. It's also got a USB charger port. So it's got all the goodies that a lot of modern cars have in an Android unit for any car. So as you can see, it should look pretty good. If you visit this website, they also have various mounting solutions. So I think the one I picked was the CD player mount, because my Toyota Prius has got a CD right in front, so that's what I want to tap into. So let's go ahead and open this thing up. I haven't opened it, so this is like exactly the way. Oh, this is the LCD unit, pretty big. It's a 9-inch. And very nice. Look at that. This is pretty big, so we'll see how it's going to look in the Toyota Prius. It'll work on any car, so even if you have a 90s car, this will work. Let's put that aside carefully. And this is the mounting. I don't know yet what this... Here we go. So this is the mount plate, and it's got a little lever here, and you can adjust it. I believe you can rotate it as well. And it also has a 3M mounting plate with just a little sticker. And of course, it kind of latches on here. Should just slide in. So let's put this aside and look at what else is in here. I believe this is the CD player mount. Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah, so this, I believe it kind of slides in, and then you let go and it locks in. So that's a really good solution. Normally, I've seen 3D printed ones that you can put, and this little mount, if you go to Thingiverse, I believe they also have different mount systems for this, so just in case. And here's a little bit of this is another mounting thing. This is the suction cup mount. Let me just put all this foam away. All right, we have a suction cup mount. You know, on the Prius, the glass is very far away, so I don't know if I'll use that, but this is always a good thing to have on hand. And this one, I believe it's got a long arm. Look at that. So, in a way, this might be a better solution. And it's got these knobs so you can kind of rotate it. So that's pretty good. So we'll keep that in mind. And now, this is a 3.5 millimeter jack. And this bag has the cigarette lighter, and it's a very different plug. I was expecting a USB 2.0, but it's this type, which is fine as long as it plugs in the back. And then I'm not sure what this is. This might be just for the top of a dash. It comes with very different solutions for mounting, so I don't know exactly yet. And the last thing it has is the manual, which, you know, I'll be honest, I usually never read manuals. So let me look through. So this one has got iPhone CarPlay, Android Auto, iPhone Mirror Link, Android Mirror Link, Bluetooth indicator. This should be a very easy mount. So I'm very excited to try this out. So let's go to the Prius right now and put this on there. So we're inside the car, my Toyota Prius that is my daily driver, and I'm going to install the Carpuride system on here. This should be a very easy install. I think most of the time you're just going to like kind of struggle where you want to mount it. So on this Toyota Prius, I have a CD player here, and I barely use it. At the time, this was a high-end system with 6 discs, but now nobody uses CD players anymore, so I don't really need it. I know I've got the optional CD player mount, and this is going to be a really good idea because at least I should be able to convert it. So on this, you just push down on this tab and you slide it right in. And on this Prius, I have the 12-volt socket down here. And also, if you wanted, you could use this really handy telescoping mount for it as well. So I have a GPS there. With this system, I'm going to get rid of this GPS because I don't need it to clutter. It comes with the little tab. This is what you need. This is what you need for it. So I believe this kind of just mounts on the ball head, and you just untwist it like this, get it nice and loose, put it in here, and then you tighten it up. So for the GPS mount, you have this little adapter that goes into the ball, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to fit it into the unit. There we go, and it just kind of slides in there. It's very easy. And then I'm just going to push it in and tighten this up. This radio that I have on this is virtually useless because nobody uses CD players anymore. So I was very excited to get some sort of Android unit, and that's pretty much it. I think this bounces quite a bit, so they gave me a few other options to install. Of course, I have the suction mount, and I also have this. So this one's got a 3M tape. I could put it in the front if I wanted. I could put it where my GoPro mount is. I can put it, I think I like this for now, but I also like the idea of using this over here. So I haven't really decided yet. It's nice to get a little bit more technology on an old car like the Toyota Prius. You know, the Prius was ahead of its time when it first came out, but unfortunately it's no longer the technology car. Everybody's getting the Teslas, and you know, everybody's getting these main big screens. So on this side you have quite a bit. You have a SD card slot, you have a mic input, you have a cam in, AV out, DC 12 volts, and then you have a USB socket. So I'm just going to put it in here because then I'll figure out, and I'm going to turn on the car. Let's see. There we go, Carpuride support, Carpuride. And look at that. Let's see. Wow. Very nice. I'm going to mount it back on here now that I have the power on. Now, that's pretty much it. You also have a 3.5 millimeter jack. I'm not sure exactly what I'll be using this for, but that's pretty much what the install is. Now, this should play through your audio system in your car. We just have to kind of figure that out. On this car, there's a 3.5 millimeter jack here that I usually run to, but I bet there's like an FM transmitter as well. And I am connected. So this one is the iPhone CarPlay. The Auto is the Android version of it. and that only supports Android, of course. And the AirPlay, this one, that's the iPhone mirror link, so you can mirror your iPhone. AutoLink is the Android mirror link, so this is for the iPhone, this is for the Android. EQ effects, that's, you know, adjustment of the audio. I'm going to leave that. Pretty fast system as well. Bluetooth, so that's, everybody knows what Bluetooth is. So that's Bluetooth phone and music and Bluetooth connection, discoverable, discover list, auto answer. If you wanted to get your contacts, so you can click contacts, whatever. I haven't set those up. Auto answer. We have the FM transmitter, so you can put your radio, your normal car radio, into an FM station, and then you connect it, and you can adjust it here. I'm going to put it on, I think I had it on 13.1 or something.
The key off putting on something slinky. But
all right, we're on the same station. So we have now the Bluetooth connected. Use CarPlay. We're going to use CarPlay. It asks you on your phone to use CarPlay. And we're connected.
I mean, you drop the key off putting on something slinky. But
and
sometimes they don't. Sometimes people don't land on.
There we go.
I mean, look at Dunkelman.
It's playing my podcast. And I have a GPS. Oh, that is so good.
After that Fox thing. Yeah, but she's still hammering checks with Sirius XM. Yeah, she says fine. But
look at that.
Who's the other guy? The first guy that got fired from Fox News for this.
That is pretty darn good. My apps. So I have the iPhone. I have this Brave GPS, Gaia GPS, Google Maps. This works so much better than what I was using. So now I don't have to use multiple devices. You know, I had a GPS mounted here on this old car. I will be using this just for everything, including if I do Uber. I have my Uber thing right there. That's brilliant. You know, it makes things so much easier to have all of this system. So I can go online, do my Uber stuff, Uber Eats, I should say, and Spotify. Listen to the Joe Rogan podcast. Yeah, this is great. Like, I love having this. Well, guys, that's how you can make an old car like this Toyota Prius be a little bit more modern using a radio like this, or, you know, the Carpuride Android unit. I wasn't sure what to expect, but, you know, the price is right for this, and it's very easy to install. It doesn't require any wiring into your existing system. You just use the frequency already in your FM radio. So this will work in like Toyota, Corollas, Camrys from the 90s. It's very, very basic, but it does everything that your iPhone does. And if you want to just even to use it as a GPS, you know, you just do that, and it just opens up the app that you have on your phone, which is perfect. A lot of times I use offline maps anyway, so this is really good. And of course you can power your iPhone or whatever through here. It's got way more features than we've really tapped onto today. So now the only thing that we have to do is just go for a drive. It's very, very simple. Look at that. Here's my calendar, no events, as per usual. I have different types of navigation. I'm big into GPSs. And, you know, some are better than others for navigation, so OSM maps. So this one, I guess you need to buy, but CGIC works very well as a GPS, so very, very nice. I'm really appreciating this. I like that Carpuride and other companies are putting these things together, so you don't have to do anything for these older cars. You know, these older cars are very difficult to find the GPS unit. I was thinking about getting a GPS unit that goes into here, but the problem is on the Prius you would lose this, and I don't want to lose the energy monitor that comes stock with the Prius. Well, guys, that's what the Carpuride system looks like. Very nicely integrated. I'll put a link in the description below in case you want to buy this. The price is very reasonable for something like this. If you want to revive an old car, if you have like a 90s car, even an 80s car, this is a very good system to use, because if I just do any navigation and I want to have some of my podcasts playing, this is the way to go. It's so much easier than having to deal with any possible integration of the radio and wiring. I prefer the system using the FM frequency to transmit. It works out so much better. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for future videos. I will be doing a few more product reviews, and also I have some very interesting bikes coming up, including a Honda Rebel 250, a Triumph Tiger, and so stay tuned for that. I really appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you in the next video.